Okay, do you want to know how to make this pretty tree into a sparkly tree? Well, I'm going to show you all the suggestions and tips that I use. So just pay attention and it'll be really fun video. So here you see me just taking some gold lame fabric, which I just cut scraps of it. I tie little knots of it. And this is going to hide the trunk, because the trunk on most trees, even if they're faker or if they're real, and my tree is fake by Balsam Hill, it shows through and it drives me crazy. So I take these little swaths of gold fabric and I just shove them deep into the tree, and it gives a real reflective property to the tree. It's so fun, and it makes the light show better, and it makes the tree look fuller. And it's sort of a subtle thing that I learned about years and years ago from a florist. And so I just bought this gold fabric and cut it quickly into little strips and knotted the edges and just shove them all in everywhere you go, all over the tree. So it takes a little bit of time, but not too much. I just put on usually a Christmas movie, and I just go ahead and shove them in here as fast as I can. And notice that the tree is, it looks kind of, it's a slim tree because it's kind of fitting in a corner. But once it's all done, it kind of has a lot of presence to it. So there you go. So, and then you'll even notice, I think later on, you'll see that I think I took the pictures down off the wall to the left of the tree, and I replaced it with a Santa. So it kind of, again, extends the image of it. So again, I don't know, maybe 30 strips of fabric that I shove all around. And in addition to that, you'll see, I'm actually going to put some gold bows on the tree. So the whole tree is done in gold. Let's see. Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, yeah. So now I think I'm still putting in the gold fabric under all the branches as low as you can, as high as you can. Sometimes I even have to get on a ladder to get the last few pieces in there, but just so every area is full. And that way, even if you miss a section with ornaments or whatever, it still looks beautiful. So there you go. And this tree happens to be a tree by Balsam Hill. It's pre-lit, and it comes in 3 sections, and it's easy to store. So I like it a lot. It's pretty just by itself, but I love decorating it. And I like decorating it this year all in gold. Some years I add other colors to it as well. But I liked, because I've got my little grandkids, I need to make sure that everything is pretty safe from them. So I don't put a lot of shattering. I don't put a lot of ornaments that can shatter on the tree at this stage, because they're more likely to knock it off and get hurt. So yeah, so gold fabric everywhere. And after I do the gold fabric, you're going to see I actually put on some gold bows. So I just take, let's see, I don't think we're quite ready for that. Okay, so then this goes to the very top of the tree with the ladder. I think, oh wait, it's so funny. You keep stepping away and seeing more places where the fabric, where there's a little hole. But can you see how the tree is really looking like there's no bare spots already, even without much put on the tree. So I love that. So there you go. And then I will make some little gold bows, and I just took some simple gold ribbon. It's kind of wired ribbon. I love the ribbon that's got wire in it because it's easy to bend. And I actually wrote a blog for this whole piece that you can, I'll link at the bottom, and it will show you it shows you the different few pieces of items that I have for the tree, from the gold fabric, the gold ribbon, some little plaid ribbon for the topper, the star, things like that. So just don't worry about having to write anything down. It'll all be there on the blog in a few minutes. Oh yeah, so then I drag out a ladder. Ladder's really important to be safe with the ladder, so you don't want to go too high on it, and make sure that you're not leaning it against something, or get someone to help you. So this is so I can get to the last couple of sections on the top. Okay. And so anyways, the little bows you'll see in a minute. They're just simple tied bows with I put a green ribbon on them, and then I wire those to the branches, and that will help again to kind of give a feeling of more sparkle and kind of delicate lighting, because again everything gets reflected off the gold, so the lights do. And by the way, even though this is a pre-lit tree, sometimes the strand will go out, and if you do, you just add some more. Oh, here's the little bow. Yeah, here's the little gold bow. And I just wire these things all over the tree. And a lot of times I wire them on so carefully that that they stay on even once I take the tree down. When I take it apart, because it comes in 3 sections. And if they stay on, I just leave them on. It makes it a lot easier. This year I took everything off just for this blog. so you can see everything. So, but this takes a little bit of time. Again, I just wire bows all over the place. And you can kind of make the bows easily while you're watching a show or something. And you can actually do all this decorating kind of while you're watching a show. I frequently do Christmas music on, or Christmas movies on, or Hallmark movies. Those are all my favorites at this time of year. So who am I kidding? All year round, Hallmark's my favorite. Okay, so that's great. So I'll just keep going with those bows. So that's all over the tree, and it kind of looks neat. And I think that, again, I like these Balsam Hill trees quite a bit. And they come with a stand, which is nice. And I learned about them from the Hallmark commercials. And I think this is nice because you can just bend the branches when you want to hang an ornament on it. And that way they don't fall off, which is great. When these bows won't fall off because they're wired on. But there you go. So that's me putting everything all over the whole tree. Let's take a look and see what else we're doing. Still more. And then after I've got all these gold bows on, I'm not sure I showed this in this video or not. I actually added some gold shatterproof balls this year. But again, you could add any color you want to at any time. But usually I'll get all this done even before my grandkids come over, because some years they want to add ornaments. So I put all the gold stuff all over the tree first, and then I let them decorate with the things that they want to put on it if they're in the mood for it. Some years they're too busy playing. Some years they really want to go nuts and add things to Grandma's tree. So we, again, evenly distribute the bows all over, which is great. And then what I'm going to put on the top is actually going to be make a big bow. Again, on my blog, I have a little video on how to do that linked, and so that's helpful. But just know with the bows, again, I use that wired ribbon because that just looks really nice from year to year. And I actually make several bows, and then I put the star on top of the tree, as you'll see, and that first wire it on really tightly, and then I go and put the bows it looks like one bow, but I actually put several halves around it, and that way it looks like a huge bow when I'm done. So you'll see that in a couple of minutes. So again, this just takes time, but it's fun. And you can set, some people just would decorate the part that shows, but since I know my cleaning lady sometimes will move my tree, I kind of make sure that the tree is good pretty much all the way around. Okay. So there you go. Hopefully we're done with this part. And I do a really cool thing with the tree skirt too in a minute, which you're going to see. I think my tree skirt's my favorite part of the whole decorations. So let's take a look and see here. Okay, I just want you to get a real feel for everything. And again, sometimes if you again see a little bit of a bare spot, you can always, on these trees that are artificial, you can just bend the branches, which is really great. So you don't have to have a bare spot. You can just bend them up and, which you can't do with a real tree. So I like it a lot. I'm happy that I have an artificial tree. My husband likes it because it's less messy. I like it because I think it's probably safer. But I do like the smell of the fresh trees. So the way I get that is I go to Trader Joe's and they sell little packages of branches, and I just put them around either in a vase or right on top of any fake greenery on my tables or in the kitchen or in the baskets, so I can still smell some pine. I don't really like the candles because they give me a headache, but here you go. So this is really good. And that's, what else am I showing you? Okay, I think now I'm starting the tree thing, the topper. Yeah, so there you go. So it's a really pretty gold star, kind of a wired star. And I get that on there really tightly. And then I take these little bows that I've already made, and I put them all around the edges of the star, and then then push the bow down. It takes a little bit of doing to get that just right. Yeah, I think it looks cute. I love it. Okay, all right. Then now the best part is the skirt. Okay, the skirt starts out with just a gold, basic skirt you can buy at Amazon. But then I went and bought, I went to, Amazon, and I got, I think it's 27 yards of organza, which is a sheer fabric. And I just took this whole 27 yards and I just straightened it out, and I just lay it over the whole thing, and it looks really fluffy and pretty. It looks like a gold puff under the tree, and it's really nice. I love it. Oh, I guess I didn't get the Santa Claus picture up there yet. Okay, but I do love the rest of the way the tree looks. Isn't it just so pretty? Happy tree decorating.